Morning all. We've arrived at Port Arthur. If you don't know where we're going, we're doing the 4-day 3 Capes hike, and we're here a little bit early to meet our boat. So part of the deal, you get free entry to the Port Arthur historic site. So I thought I'd do a little video and walk around the site here, and if you've never seen Port Arthur before, well, we'll let you have a look at it now. So here we go. So you can just pause the video there and read that if you like. So let's get in here. Some of the trees and that in here are absolutely stunning. I'm standing under this massive oak tree. It's an English oak or German oak, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it's getting very cloudy too. We might end up getting rain. And this beautiful little harbour in here you can walk through. How cool is that? I'm going to try and make this Port Arthur little video quite small, because I want to keep the batteries for the bike itself. But this is the original garden. It's got some amazing plants in here. Check these out. For Queensland people, these plants don't grow in Queensland, so I better get some photos and video of it so you can all see. As I said, this was the original garden in the convict area. I don't know if this was where they grew vegetables. I don't think it was. It might have been for the governor of the prison, sort of private little area. I'm sure they wouldn't have let them too many prisoners. Oh, actually, I think they did run around when they weren't in trouble and put in cells. So we're here early in the morning, and obviously all of the garden maintenance people are going crazy. This is really nice. They have a church here too, from memory. That's really beautiful. Oh, look at this over here. I think this is what they call a Fox Club. Yeah, Port Arthur was a really cruel place, this place. Oh, here we go, government cottage. Yeah, so the person in charge made these gardens, got them garden and ornamental gardens. They set them up obviously using prisoners to make it all, I'm assuming. And this was the original little cottage that was here, down here. And the church when it was all in one piece next door to it. And you can see the church over here. We'll go over there in a minute. Look at these, beautiful. Down here, like it's freezing, so that's why you've got, this looks like a big, like a lounge room or something. Still really little. Quite a beautiful view from up here. see down through the garden. So just come out of that cottage, and now we're heading over here to the ruins of the cathedral, the church. It's just the outer walls, it looks like now, mainly. So and just some of the beautiful trees around here. You know, the trees to me are just as pretty as these buildings, and how, you know, a lot of these were planted around the time of the convict settlement. So these big buildings are made out of sandstone. So it hasn't got a roof anymore, as you can see. Clear blue sky. So these would have been all built by the convicts. There's another sign about the Reverend that was here. Once again, just pause the video and you can read it. I won't stay with it too long. So it looks like the top parts were made from red brick, which was actually made on site here, and the main part of the walls are all sandstone. There's the original staircase going up to the top of the tower. Obviously they don't let you in there anymore. It'd be too dangerous. And once again, here's a thing about the church bells, when they used to ring. 9:30 AM call to work, 11 AM and 3 PM call to prayer, noon chime and down tools at 4:30. But you can read more about this. Just pause the video, and the same with this sign here. It tells you more about how they use the bells. So just pause your video and read it if you like. Oh, they got a recorded bell chime. So here's all about the church too. Once again, just pause the video and you'll be able to read that. And these avenue of trees down here, absolutely stunning. They're all oaks, English oaks, or if you're German you'll probably will say they're German oak, but they're the same. They're the same oak tree, Quercus robor or something like that, botanic name from memory. So we have here the parsonage and the post office. It's really beautiful, and I'll just do a pan around here. Like the size of this property, well, this convict settlement, or convict, well, it's a jail basically, a jail that you can't go away from. If you escape through the bush you'll die, because you won't be able to survive. And there's only water there. If you've got a boat, it's a long way to civilization. So when they brought you here, there was really no way to leave except to die. Some of these buildings all through here are like quarters of the officers and different people that, these weren't convict buildings. Oh well, convicts made them, I'm assuming, but these buildings were for the staff. I think way over down the other end, we'll get down there a little bit later, But way down there, I think the actual officer, the whole properties director, if you want to call him that, I think his house is down there. So this coming up into Reverend George Eastman. There he is there. This is his house, and from what I heard, he was a real tyrant. Oh, and he'd put the letters. You'd put the, so it's the post, it was the post office too. So you put your letters in there. So I don't know if my video's working in this low light, but let's hope it is. Yes, this is the actual part of the post office where they had the letters, and there's the actual exchange to all the houses. So it must have been a bit more modern times. Post office directory from 1890 to 1891. How cool is that? So I'm not sure, as I said, look at the size of these window sills. They're massive. They're about, they'd be 300-400 millimeters wide. That's how thick the walls are. They need to be too, to keep the cold out a little bit. There's an upstairs, but they've blocked that so you can't get in there. Oh, we got a piano in here, and a nice fireplace, and a beautiful old cabinet. Beautiful. As I said, I'm not sure if this video is capturing properly because it's quite dark in here. Commandant Booth. So he was a real tyrant from what I heard. And there he is there, Reverend Eastman. Thomas Fleming. He looks like a nasty sort of character too. And this is all about the clergyman's life here. Once again, just pause the video and read it if you like. What have we got here? We've probably got original Bibles. And there's a hood for prisoners and some shackles. Yuck. Dining room. Some old shoes. Check that out for radio. Parsonage, work in process, okay. And I don't know what this little section was. Shower, that's a toilet. Oh, it's our modern day toilet, so I can go and go to the loo here. We don't need to see that. Okay, and this is the yard out the back. So there you have it, the parsonage's building. Oh, look at this flowers here, beautiful tulips. Okay, we'll continue on down the street. This is the house next door to the post office, the pastor's place, and this is the accountant's house. So once again, pause and read the sign if you're interested. The accountant's got a nice little house. It's very square and correct, perfect for an accountant. Nice little white picket fence. Beautiful grass and plants. Junior medical officer's house. That's a really pretty house. That's a very nice house. There's a house behind it too, or another section behind it. It's really nice. Beautiful daffodillies or canna lilies. And this looks like a trumpet tree, so it could be like it looks like a datura, a miniature datura. Datura is a highly strong hallucinogenic drug. A lot of kids in the 60s used to get into the datura. A lot of people died on it too. If you don't get into it properly, you die. Anyway, enough of it. So just coming down to another house here. So we've been to the minister, we've been to the doctor. What do we got here? Richard Jones's house. He was a chaplain by the looks of it. So that's his house. We won't bother going inside. I want to keep some of my battery for the actual hike while I'm here. This is a really pretty place, you know, with a very, very dark history. Little cones on the pine here. So at some stage I will catch up with my wife. She went up to the top of a hill to a lookout. I didn't want to go. We're doing enough walking here already, and you know, we're going on a 4-day hike, so I want to try and keep my legs working. I don't want to do my best to not walk too much. It's a cute little cottage over there. There's an orchard here, fruit orchard. So where the farm was, and it used to have elk in there. Just lost the hat. Oh, that's really amazing. Soldiers Memorial Lane. We'll walk up there on the way back. For now we'll go up to the asylum. So looks like they got audio in here.
Tracing may be at once detected. You will next have explained to him the manner of using the bell pull, and how the bedding, cell furniture and various utensils are to be cleaned and arranged. He will also be warned against any stopping of the ventilating apertures, climbing up to his cell window, and upon all other points which he is required to observe. Rules to be observed by the convicts. Rule 64. The convicts, upon no pretense whatever, are to attempt holding any communication with each other, either by words or signs, and must never read aloud, sing, whistle, dance, or make any other noise in their cells, exercise yards, corridors, or chapel. The convicts are only to be addressed by the number of their cells, and no man must ever use his name in communicating with the officers placed over him. Rule 67. The convicts will keep their persons and cells at all times in the highest state of cleanliness, and must invariably have the cell furniture and utensils neatly arranged.
So this is some of the cells in here. So this is what a cell looks like. It's a tiny room. They've got a stool, well it looks like it's a bucket for water or shitting in. They got a very hard mattress to put on the floor, a broom to sweep, keep clean, a bowl, and that's about it. Tiny.
Stand fast.
I've just put my camera inside here. You can see it's like belts that hold the mattress up. Yeah, it's not a luxury accommodation by any means. And out here is their exercise yards by the looks of it. Yes, exercise. So you got this little space here, you got a little awning if it's raining, I suppose. Even the exercise yard is minute. Each one, it's very small. They get 1 hour exercise a day. Okay. Here's the punishment cell. Bad boy, they bring you in here. I'm assuming it's going to be these little tight little spaces. Oh shit. I just put my phone camera on. This little room is so small. It's got no ventilation. It's got no windows. When they shut the door, it will just be jet black. Holy shit, that would send you insane. They've had it tough. Looks like they had a couple of these rooms in here. Holy hell. Exercise yards. I think from memory this is the chapel. Yeah, it is. Like everyone was taken into a little room separate from everyone else, so they couldn't talk. Oh yeah, so everyone's separated. The pulpit. Reverend Trev. When I get up this.
Stop it.
There's a little creek that runs all the way through the prison, and just like, how pretty is this place? You know, it's like a paradise, but you know, I suppose back in the day when the prisoners were getting abused like hell and tortured to the point of going insane, it might have looked pretty, but what went on here was horrific. And look at these trees. Wow. So this plaque here is the start of a memorial garden for the Port Arthur massacre. The cafe down here is where a lot of people were shot and killed. That's just next door to this memorial garden, so I'll do a little bit of a video on both of these places. And then, as I said earlier, I need to stop this video because I need to keep my batteries for my actual hike. Port Arthur Memorial Garden. These are all the people that got killed here. 2000, that was 25 years ago now. Gee. Old garden area, let's put a cross there. We've got a pond. It's full of money. Cherish compassion for the sake of those who gave aid. Cherish peace for the sake of those in pain. And this in here, this is the old cafe where a lot of the shooting took place, and they, out of respect I suppose, they just pulled the cafe down and left the empty shell as a memorial, because you know, the place would have been full of lots of yucky stuff. It's absolutely stunning. So that house up there is the commandant of the prison here. That was his house. And this main big building here, yeah, the main big building there, that one is one of the main prisons where a lot of the prisoners were held. So there you have it. And down here we've got the dock, but that's where we'll be hopping on the boat. So as I said earlier, you know, I wasn't planning on making a video of Port Arthur itself, because we're actually going on a 4-day hike, and that's where I was planning to do all the videos. But I thought we had a couple of hours spare before our boat goes, so I thought I'd run around and do a video of Port Arthur, and we'll come back again another day. I think part of my fee that I had to pay to do the hike, they give you access to Port Arthur for a couple of years. So we'll be back in Tassie again, I think next year sometime, so I might come back to Port Arthur and do a more detailed video of this place. Beautiful place, really sad, horrific history, but it's a really nice place. Anyway, thanks for watching, people. We'll catch you on the Three Capes Trail. Videos coming up soon. Looking forward. My boat leaves in about an hour's time, and the boat will take us out of the bay here and take us around a couple of points and drop us on the beach, and then we've got 4 days of hiking along the cliffs and up through the hills and the mountains. They reckon it's some of the prettiest scenery you're gonna see. So anyway, I look forward to that. See you soon. Bye.